Welcome to Happenings, where we're going to talk about things that happen, whether we like them
or not.
Or not.
Just shout it out when you know. So today, guys, the masks are coming off, literally, and we're going to be talking about some of our favorite skincare tips, I guess you could call them, right? If you have skin, they're tips. So we're going to introduce ourselves. We're going to start off on the, really it's to the left of me, but down on the end with the glasses. Actually, we all wear glasses, but down on the end, the shorter brunette. But you laugh.
Who you calling short? I'm Gwen. I've been friends with Jessica for forever, it seems like.
Yes.
I guess since we're talking about skincare, I would be coming in as I guess we're all around the same age, but mature skin. So my philosophy would really be just keep it simple.
Okay,
Don't make it complicated.
Yes, and you also work the beauty counter, so don't leave that out because we're going to be coming back with more. See, so she's going to be coming back. I'm having a hard time with my camera. Coming back with some new tips and stuff when we do more. Man, it's just how do I stay there? Okay, next, my dear esteemed colleague, can you introduce yourself?
I am Whitley, and for this podcast, I would like to say that I am a woman of a certain age.
I'm glad we know this.
Yes, and I think I'm probably the oldest one in this group.
You wear it well if you were. You have preserved like no one else.
I want to be preserved.
I know. Wait till you hear her regimen, and we could all look. I mean, she has always been timeless. You can't tell she ever gets older. You'd have to do something with your hair, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, well, and we'll end with me. I'm Jessica, and I'm a careless skin taker. I am dealing with getting older like you would deal with skunks. Awfully. But before we get started, we have to do my favorite part of every podcast, which is our special question of Would You Rather. So, Whitley, if you will construct your question over to Gwen. And Gwen, I'm just going to join you in the Department of Shortness so you won't feel alone.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm trying to keep my mask on. Go ahead.
Okay.
Whitley, what do you got?
Which one am I supposed to do? You're supposed to spin the wheel.
Oh, we should spin the wheel. Hold on, let me tell you. That's a good point. Thank you. See, where would I be without y'all? Jeez has curses.
Which one? Is that the crossbones?
That's the crossbones.
Gwen, I am so sorry. I think you have inherited. Jessica, you should have this question. This is not an easy one, and you always get easy ones. Would you rather always feel constipated or look constipated?
To look constipated, I guess would be the best one. I wouldn't want to feel that way. That's miserable.
I'm feeling plugged up just thinking about it.
What a question. Oh my gosh.
All right, Gwen, what do you got for me?
Okay, so do you spin and give me an option?
Yes. I'm sorry. See, it's like I'm not even knowing what I'm doing. What am I doing? All right. Oh, I have powers, which is the star.
The star. Okay. I may have a different set of questions than you guys. Would you rather be able to make other people fart by pulling your finger or B, flatulate to the tune of When the Saints Go Marching In? I feel I know the answer to you.
Well, power, I think I'd take the first, and I will tell you why.
Okay.
Because when you have people that are patronizing you, pull my finger.
There you
what
go.
just happened? We neutralized your patronization. I say yes. So I guess I'm going with the first one. Although I'm telling you, a good tune out of the old poop chute, but not. All right. So we're going to get started with our skin philosophies. And Gwen, you did I'm going to use big words today because I've been watching lawyers talk and I love it. You intimated some information earlier. I just feel like Legally Blonde, but I'm legally red. So anyway, so my skin philosophy is just survival. I probably have a college student's philosophy, although I think I'm even worse than college students in the sense of if I remember. Because when I wake up, it's a survival to the fittest. I need to get up. I need to think about my life. Do I want to splash cold water on my face? No, I don't. Do I want to go look at the soap? No, I don't. Why do I do it? I don't even know, but I have to because someone's going to see me. So maybe by noon I have done something, but I have a very reckless skin philosophy, which is why I'm sitting in front of you today, masked up. All right. So, Gwen, what do you have going on for your skincare philosophy? How do you approach it?
Oh, wow. I want my skin to be clean. I would love for it to be all one shade, which as I've gotten older, it is not. So I just want to keep it simple. I want it clean. I want it to feel moisturized. Dryness is my biggest issue. So
Mm-hmm.
really just keeping it simple, getting it cleansed, getting a treatment product, eye cream, moisturizer, that sort of thing. Just taking the
Mm-hmm.
time to do it. I feel so much better because I love makeup. So when I
Yeah.
go to put makeup on, I can tell if my skin is rough or it's
Yeah.
uneven, and it's just not as simple.
100%. Okay. And Whitley, what do you got for us in your preservation of time since the beginning of COVID?
Just
What do you have for
be
us?
consistent. But in order to be consistent, you have to do something that is easy for you and that you enjoy. And the
Right.
other thing is just don't stress about it. I see so many people that are really stressed about it. But the thing is a lot of wrinkles are caused by stress. And so when you're stressing over your skincare, you're
Oh,
actually counterproductive.
now you say it. Now you say, well, I wanted to talk about, I am stressed. One of the things, okay, so I wanted to talk about my favorite face wash because before we get into our mask situation, I think it's good to start out with that because before you even put on masks, you are supposed to clean your skin. And so I actually, as getting older, my skin has changed. I used to have perfect skin. Now, my husband has pretty good skin, but I mean, mine was, what do you call it? Alabaster. It was smooth, it was beautiful. And then one day I got older and I didn't realize I did. And my skin felt like sandpaper. So I go to the doctor. I'm like, doctor, I've tried everything. She's like, have you drank water? Now let's stop. Let's just stop right there. I'm
That's
thinking
the
about
wrong
going to the,
question.
Exactly.
but the next thing but I thought, I've tried, I have had Mary Kay, I've tried all these things. So I went to a skin place and what do you call those? Not a dermatologist, but they'll do injections if you want them to do it.
Esthetician.
Yes, but I didn't go for that because my thing was, why get all that done when the core problem of me is the basic, what do I do with this skin? So before the, you got to drink more water crap, which I mean, she's right, but still, does she have to press it? Was to do a face wash. Now, my anesthetician at the time, I recommended Zeo Skin Health. Now, I liked it because it's a light foaming skin cleaner. So it's just easy on my face because my skin is somewhat sensitive, but it's stupid Sahara dry. I mean, when we talk about a desert, walk upon my skin was flaking off. I mean, it was scary to me. Like, I felt like a zombie alive. So I used that and I loved it. As a matter of fact, the whole skin line is great. They've got a great facial scrub, which I'd recommend. And so, yeah, I did that. And then also the next thing, my doctor was the winner on this one because I have been doing moisturizers, but still it would not, my skin would just like swallow it up and be like flaking off like it's nobody else's business. But it was CeraVe. Have you guys heard of CeraVe before?
Yeah, I
I mean,
use that too.
it's a local product. It's a heavy moisturizing cream, but I will tell you my skin stayed glued on after I used it. So that is what I do for the morning when I remember to do it because I have dogs I have to take out. I feel like, Princess Bride, I've got Gilda to plan, wars to do. I'm booked. So it's hard sometimes for me to be consistent, Whitley, because I've got to be an artist.
Definitely. Absolutely.
Okay, so Gwen, what do you use for your beginning face wash stuff? What do you use?
Right now, I have Cetaphil because I went to the grocery store to get that to cleanse. I
Yeah.
prefer a foamy cleanser. I like my Clinique foaming cleanser, and I have run out of
Wow.
it. And I thought, oh, I'll try something new. That's going to be my next purchase to go back to what I normally use. It
Yep.
gets everything off. Again, it just makes my skin feel clean because when you wear makeup, you just want it all off.
Right.
at the end of the night. So I use that. And then eye cream, I'm all about a good eye cream. And then sometimes if I have a little too much, I'll put it around my mouth just to kind of give it a little bit extra moisture.
Interesting.
Yeah, because my lips get really dry.
Yes.
So, but I use a
Okay.
lot of lip moisturizer and then just get a good moisturizer all over my skin, my neck, down into the décolletage, and then the back of my neck as well.
Way to use that big word in
I
this thing, décolletage.
That's my
Yes.
word of the day.
Whitley, what about you? What do you like for your beginning routine of consistency?
Well, I mix my own, and we will have the recipe down in the show notes. But it's basically
Yes,
a
it'll be in the links.
mixture of equal parts coconut oil, avocado oil,
Yeah.
almond oil, and olive oil. And they're all organic and
Wow.
in glass round bottles. And then
Yes.
it
Mhm.
doesn't take much at all. This will probably, this is
No.
about a half or a third of what it makes up when you use just half a cup of each of those. And this will probably last me
Yes.
over 6 months. And then the whole bottle will
Wow.
last me over a year. So what I really like about it,
Oh.
I have dry skin, always have, not blessed like Jessica with perfect skin when I was younger, and my skin has always been dry. And so I really like it because you just put it on your face. You use a
Yes.
washcloth like normal and take it off, and it is
Mhm.
takes everything because it's oil. So it takes all your makeup off is great.
Yes.
But I have also found these little things. They are called makeup erasers. May not be able to get that on here.
Yes. Yes.
These makeup
Oh,
erasers.
wow.
What you could do, you don't have to use any cleanser whatsoever. I love these for traveling. So,
Mhm.
because, I mean, this is oil. You know how that goes when you're traveling. So you put this under the faucet, get it
Mhm.
wet, and then you just wipe your face. It takes all the makeup off, even waterproof mascara. You turn it inside out like this, use this side, and this is your buffing side, and then you can buff your face with the other side.
Oh wow.
It is
I need to buff.
absolute, yeah. And
Yeah.
this is the travel
Well.
size because, like I said, I use this for traveling. But my daughters have the big full washcloths in their shower that they use, and you take them and throw them in the washing machine and use them over and
I
over
love
and
That's
over.
that.
good.
It is great. So I I've just it's been really nice. I really enjoy them.
You gave me some as a gift, and
Yes.
I used them, and my goodness, I was shocked. Like, anytime someone gives you a gift and they say it, I'm a skeptic. It's like, sure it does. But I'll tell you, you don't need soap to take everything off, which is great because then you're not breaking out with, because I usually get the wipes, the makeup wipes that you can buy from Walmart or whatever that you
Yeah.
put on it, and it's got stuff on it, but I kind of like the idea of not putting another chemical on my face and doing the makeup eraser, then my soap, and then a toner, if you remember to use them like the person doesn't in this room. But no, I love that. Okay, so the next thing we're getting into is our masks. So mine that you see right now, I'm using is a Quasi. Now, it's really weird. I feel like the Phantom of the soap opera, no, excuse me, Phantom of the opera. I was like, Christine, or we were talking about Silence of the Lambs because mine is kind of falling off here. But when it dries, it actually becomes transparent, as you can kind of see on my nose. Now I'm going to go ahead and take it off because I've had it on for, I think you're supposed to keep it on for like 40 minutes, which is a little bit longer. And there are people that actually sleep in these, and I would tell you, laying down with this is a lot easier than being up with this because, as you can see, it's coming
Coming
off my
off.
face. Yeah, but
That'll cause
we're
you
gonna
to
see.
relax.
Well, I mean, I've got to tell you later. I'll have to give my review later on it, but it's an anti-wrinkle biocollagen mask. So it's supposed to be hydrating, pore minimizing, and firming. And I'm trying to see. Let me just bring my mirror up to see. I will tell you that is true. And when I really mean that because typically, aren't we all trying to anti-age? We're a lot of anti-everything,
Yes.
but we don't want to get where our face looks like, it's the bottom of a tire, just not a million years old here. And of course, Whitley here you have perfected the ability to do that. And my little Texas friend on the other side, of course. But for me, I think even though I don't drink and I don't smoke, which is typically one of the big sure agers of your skin. I don't know if you guys know that. We'll need to find, of course, the science behind that. But that's what I've always found is if you're smoking, it'll age you like 10, 15 years a lot faster. And of course, around your mouth, and you'll kind of see the age around your eyes. But I like to find products that I didn't have to necessarily alter my internal makeup to protect myself, so I can have a little bit more play with the age. Another thing I was going to tell you, and I was thinking about this too, is what keeps you young is your mental state, happiness. If you can find a way to find the joy in something, I think that's if I were going to say that I looked young, but if we were to say it, we could. Don't make me say it. It's just having a general joy about yourself. If you walk around and you are ticked at the world and everything's bad and you live like that, believe it or not, I think it comes out through your eyes and through just through your face. And as you were saying, Whitley, stress. I mean, you can absolutely, stress will age you 1.5 million years. So if you can find a way to deal with it, it's great. But I will tell you, I did like this mask. Now you can get these, they come 4 to a box and they're about $30. And of course, you need to know I'm totally influenced. So I was watching my Instagram, and I mean, of course, these people had amazing skin, like a child's. So I was like, well, could my skin be like a little child? And I say, yes, it can. So 2 thumbs up for Quasi. I liked it. And let me just say, we're not sponsored by anybody here today, so this is all our own. So my friend in the deep that's got a little mud on her face, Gwen, what's going on in your experience there? What are you using?
I am using, it's called Clinique City Block Purifying Charcoal Clay Mask and Scrub. So it's not only a mask, and I'll do like they do, if I'm an influencer, I have to put my hand behind it. Yes. I don't know what that's about. But that's a City Block mask and scrub. So when you put it on, you're going to feel a little like a fine grit. It's not painful. It doesn't hurt going on. But this mask, you can see it's drying. It's going to harden up.
And when you wash it off, is that the scrub part? When you wash it off, is that the...
You can kind of scrub it when you're done, and that helps because my skin is so dry. A mask can kind of pull all of that stuff out, which is what you want, but it can also dry your skin, especially a clay mask. So it's good to have that scrub because I do get like little dry flakes as well, like you were talking about. So once you get that all off, and then I'll use a rag to get anything that it didn't get. And again, that's exfoliating too, sloughing all of that off. I like a mud mask.
Well, I'm kind of loving it. That's cool. Okay, Whitley, what do you got? What concoction do you have? Okay. Is this something you made, Whitley?
Actually, I have made my own mask before, but this is not something I have made. See it or not, the light seems to be shining on it. This is Ogee.
I can't, but go ahead and tell us what we have.
Ogee. It is a clay mask.
Oh.
It is made from glacial organic clay. So you get a deep sea detox. No. It brings out, the dirt and the debris and all that kind of stuff. And it's really nice because you don't have to use your fingers. It comes with this little silicone brush. So if you saw me, I was putting it on.
So you're getting a spatula?
Yes, it comes with a spatula. And it is a little pricey.
I love it.
But I have used it probably 4 times. And as you can see, it's barely gotten any. It doesn't take very much.
Wow. You don't have to use that.
Yeah. So it, I kind of look at when I look at the cost of things, I look at how many applications am I going to get, how long is it going to last me, and that sort of thing. And so I think this is, looking at that, it's very economical. It also, purifies your pores, minimizes them. I know you can't actually minimize them, but of course it makes them less noticeable. And then it has rosehip oil for the moisturization part of the... So anyway, I like it.
Well, I like it. And so how long do you leave it on?
This one you leave on for 20 minutes. So a lot of times, you know, I'll do it before your shower, put it on, and then at 20 minutes I'll go take my shower to wash it off and, you know, wash you. And also, I notice I have eczema, and I have eczema a little bit cropping out, and I've got it on my neck right now. And the nice thing about this is the fact that it hasn't seemed to bother it, if that makes any sense. Because
really,
normally, you know, I wouldn't be able to do this with eczema. However, this does not seem to, the Ogee line, the whole Ogee line, even the makeup does not seem to bother me, because, you know, in the past I haven't been able to wear makeup with eczema. So I like that.
wow. You know, I would have never guessed. I did not know that you had. And it's interesting because would you think that when you're getting older that you would have to deal with eczema? I would not think that, because you're just thinking, you know, I don't know. I don't even know. Like, I think when I grew up, like I was so old again. Do you remember Noxzema? Like, that's all I know about growing older.
That's all, I mean, I used that all through teen years and 20s.
Yes.
Well, Whitley, that's probably why you have alabaster skin.
Right.
Because whatever's in that in a cold splash of water, that's all I knew.
I can smell that smell of Noxzema right now when we're talking about it.
Well, I mean, I want you to go back and think about, do you remember any commercials that were aimed for older skin? Because I don't.
No.
I remembered only commercials for teens to young. I mean, to mid-20s. You know, even the Biore pore strips. I mean, I'm just trying to go through my head, and I don't remember anything. And now that we're getting older, I think they are aiming some skincare lines at us, which is good. Of course, on Instagram, I am just a sucker for finding each one. But I think the trick is finding what's true and what works, because everybody, don't you love influencers like, listen, oh my gosh, they go into like this whole vocal pattern. I think a lot of influencers fall into it, and they're like, listen, I'm just going to tell you how it is about this thing. It's so amazing. I feel weird. I'm going to tell you, I feel like you're lying to me, like you're going to say this about every product, and I'm sure they do. But that's why I wanted to do a little beauty episode and we're going to do more. So don't forget to like and subscribe us. I was going to tell you, because you can always be updated, because we do all sorts of videos on all sorts of topics. But today we're focusing on the beauty part. And I do think it's important to try something. Now, I'm going to be doing the influencer thing, in the sense of, we don't know if it's going to work, but I will tell you immediately if I thought it worked, and I'm not being paid to tell you that. And we have tried and true in the blue, my little Texas gals, that will tell you, I mean, hello. Now, I am born in Texas too, so I guess it's 3 Texans walk into it. No, kidding. But they're coming from it from different angles, where, Gwen, you're coming from it more from, getting older and what you know from the beauty line. And then, of course, Whitley, you're growing things from the earth and applying them to your face. And I love it. Completely applaud you. No, and Whitley, that really is your philosophy on everything, from whatever you put on your face to goes in your body. It's organic. And you know what? God love you. I'm going to do the opposite, because I just believe petroleum is the way of the future.
I know. It's like anything that's chemical that preserves, you know, I can't remember who told me that, but it may have been one of my daughters. I want it to preserve me. Just let it preserve me.
Yeah, well, that's what Dr. Pepper does. So that's why. Okay, so I do want to interview you on the mask that you took. So, Gwen, does the mask you're using, did it have any sort of smell to it? Does it bring like an apple blossom moment to your life? Because I'm smell oriented. I do not do well with essential oils, because I can't do that. I mean, when I smell an essential oil, I feel like I'm cooking, or something is wrong. Right. I want all fake scents. So if you can give me pineapple, mango, vacation in a bottle. So what does your mask smell like? Exactly.
Okay. Well, since I have a weird smell
Oh, that's
thing
right.
since
Yes, COVID,
COVID many
COVID.
years ago, I don't smell anything.
Okay.
Smell is going to be a big issue with me. If it's very highly fragrant, I can kind of smell some things and it might smell different. But with this one, it's clean. It doesn't have a
Okay.
fragrance to me. And I remember this not having a fragrance when I used to be able to smell. Yeah, so it's pleasant. But I used to use products that had like papaya and I like that
Yes.
fruity fresh.
I'm telling
Yeah,
you what, I'm a cocktail of love for all
right.
products that smell fruity.
Hmm.
And unfortunately, anything that's good for you doesn't have that smell, which I say is wrong. They need to re-look at it. Who wants to smell like your outdoor grass? I say nobody. I say it. Okay, Whitley, what does your mask, since you have the OG, which, by the way, is that spelled O and G or is that OGEE?
OG.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
what does yours smell like?
I can't smell anything, but again, I have Gwen's problem. So, COVID kind of knocked that
Okay,
out. I will tell you when
wow.
I was painting the other day and I smelled the paint, I was very excited. And, that's not a pleasant smell, but it was like, oh, I'm smelling something. So I don't think it has a
Oh,
strong
wow.
chemical smell at all.
Good.
Yeah, so I think it's probably pretty mild. And because of what the ingredients are, I just can't see it having a very strong smell.
Okay. Well, and I was going to say on mine, it's a light scent, if anything. So I think more it's like trying to keep jello on your face.
Yes.
That's why I recommend laying down when you're doing it, being upright, because I was just the whole morning just trying to keep it up. Okay, so the last thing I want to cover is, do you have any favorite skin tips that you would like to give for our listeners, or a favorite product that you have come across that we haven't mentioned so far?
Whitley, I'll let you go.
Okay, Whitley, do you have one that we haven't mentioned yet, or did you get all yours out?
Well, we were going to talk about, we've done face wash, but I will tell you, after my mask, I have
Yep.
I have these vitamins that I have gotten from Forefront Health, and this is AD&K, and this is vitamin E. And I found this place. If you go to their website, it's going to be about thyroid health. And how I found them was my daughter was diagnosed
Oh,
with Hashimoto's. And so I was looking around trying to
okay.
find out things about Hashimoto's. I found this site. But what I discovered as well as this could be both topical and internal. And it is absolutely like
Oh,
you've heard of retinol. And of course,
yes.
we've all learned, especially since COVID, we need lots of vitamin D in order to help with immunity and that sort of thing. And vitamin K helps vitamin D be absorbed. Vitamin D is absorbed most of the
True.
time through our skin. So I started using this on my skin and it was
Wow.
great. So
Okay.
instead of having to buy, a retinol product or something like that, I just go to the source
Yes.
and it is an oil. And so I'm getting my vitamin D through my skin and also my retinol. And then I will use the vitamin E either usually around my lips because that's your lips are really dry and this is a little bit thicker. I used to use
Okay.
Grace AC Grace vitamin E oil, but I can't find it anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Forefront had a
I can't
vitamin
find
E
that
oil.
anymore.
So they have a vitamin E oil just like AC Grace is old, and so I started getting it from there. And another thing,
Wonderful.
okay, yeah, you go for one reason and you come back with all these things for another reason. But you are
Yeah.
one of the things is like I know right now there is a problem internally because I have eczema externally. Usually your skin is a reflection of what's going on internally. And collagen doesn't need to go on our face, it needs to go in our body. However, plant collagen is not okay. We need collagen
Uh-huh.
from our food sources. For example, you have
Yeah.
an egg,
Animals.
you crack the egg, and that lining inside, it's collagen. So if
Yes.
you peel it off and break it up and throw it in your eggs, then you're eating, that is collagen, and you're getting your collagen from your food. And that's one thing I like about the Forefront Health is the fact that their collagen comes from animals. It comes from cows that are grass fed, and it is absolutely pure bovine collagen. So you're getting your collagen. You probably see it better back on the shelf. You're getting your collagen from
Right.
a food source, but you don't. It's very easy. I put it in my coffee in the morning, so it's just, like when you put anything else in, I just put it in your coffee. If you are having thyroid problems of any kind, they will address it at this website. If you're not having thyroid problems of any kind, you can also get these products, which are great for your skin. And I, quite honestly, have not been able to find them anywhere else. So, especially since AC Grace quit making, I guess they quit making, since you said you haven't found it either. And the other thing that I use, you see, I'm all about the oils with dry skin. I will also at certain times use the castor oil. And again, organic castor oil in the brown bottles. So So that is, those are all the things that I use. And I like you, I guess we all kind of maybe started out the same. We started out with Noxema and then went to Mary Kay.
Oh, yeah.
And it was, I don't remember when, and it may have been in my 40s, I started realizing all the ingredients that went into Mary Kay, and wanted to find stuff that was cleaner. And so that's when I started looking at other products and other things and all of that. So
I would definitely say you have a purist viewpoint when it comes to that. Now, I do not. I am for load it up and may it work. So, did you have anything that you might not have mentioned that you like to use? And it's okay if you don't. It's fine. I'm putting you on the spot.
No, I do. And I take collagen as well, and I put it in my coffee, and it has helped my eyebrows grow back a little bit more because, back in the day, we overplucked these things. And when you get older, you lose them. But I have to draw them in a good little bit.
They look great.
So collagen, and it's helping my hair as well. But again, just an eye cream. I want something like really rich at night to put on. So I do have, this one's an Estée Lauder Advanced Night Repair. So I do use that, and I don't use the Advanced Night Repair on my skin, the treatment product. There's something in it that I can't do, but I do like the eye cream a lot. It's really just creamy gel type with a cream texture, but I love that. And then I have a Moisture Surge overnight mask, which is going to actually feel like a moisturizer. But it's a lot more moisturizing. So I'm using that as well. And my sweet mom has gotten me so much of this stuff. I had actually switched over from all of these products to more natural products. And she has supplied me for years. And then I'm like, let me try this. So I will stick with the same stuff and just go back to the same eye cream and my moisturizer that I like.
Yeah, well, I think that's good. I was just thinking, you guys are doing so good. You talk about a night regime. I don't have one. It is, will I remember? Because usually I'm a workaholic. I do photography, so I'm editing all the time. And then I have to get in girl TV or my news shows because I have a fascination right now of weather, airplane lingo, and lawyers speak. And I'm glued. Listening to planes land, we're going to be going around. I love it. I want to be all about it. But anyway, that distances myself because then the bathroom's so far. And I'm a college kid when it comes. So what you're seeing, I think, is like the three little bears of skincare. And I am the worst, So baby bear, but do not follow mine. The product I'm trying today that we're going to talk about, remember I told you I'm influenced. I got this a while ago and you're going to love the name. It's called SpoiledChild.
I've seen that.
Yes. So it was ironic. I didn't know you guys were going to talk about collagen today. You steal it. But I was like, so I'm going to try it. I have mixed myself up a little glass of it. This is mango flavored. Now, supposedly, I drink 2 weeks of this. I'm going to look different.
Okay.
But different. So I have noticed like a thinning of the eyebrows. So Gwen, that's good to know. It's supposed to like, I don't know, it's supposed to have a lot of stuff that it happens to you, but it's for strong hair, skin, and nails, for healthy joints and bones. It's sugar-free. I'm not for that. I'm just gonna say it right now. Gluten and dairy free, and it's non-GMO. So I don't even know what's in it.
You know what's not in it.
So I'm going to take a taste because, you see like Leanne Rimes and all these people like, oh, it's so good. So I've mixed it up. I'm scared. It's the first time I put a liquid gelatinized product in my body willingly besides a marshmallow. So we're going to see.
And this is your first time to taste this? Your face. Is it tangy?
I'll tell you, there is mango forward. It's got some notes. But what's weird is it smells, I don't know, like, would I willingly drink this ever? No, I would not. I need sugar in this. Now, if maybe I need to mix this in with a 7-Up, I don't know. It feels like happiness did not happen in this cup because there's no sweetness to it. But I think I would need that to drink the whole thing willingly because I don't even drink water straight. My water has to come Crystal Light appealed because I hate water with like a passion. You could not find someone who's more anti-water.
Oh, I love water.
I know. Everyone in my life loves water. They're like an ocean of love for water. I stand against water, 100%. But yeah, I think I would need to try this in a Sprite or something because I don't think I could. I will try today to drink it, but I don't know. But SpoiledChild, we'll see how it goes. I'm going to commit. I bought the bottle, so I'm going to commit to 2 weeks of this. I will let you know if I let us down. You can inquire. You can ask me how I'm doing. Now, for our viewers, if you have any tips, tricks, products that you love, feel free to put them in the comments because I'm all about learning. I love to see what people are using. And what's interesting is we've all been friends. I mean, Whitley and Gwen have not been personal friends, but I have been friends with both of you for many a year. And I don't think we've really ever gotten into talking about our skincare per se like this. So this has been so fun.
Right.
And I want to say, I appreciate you so much for coming on. And I look forward to our next podcast. We're going to be, where we're going to be talking about homeschooling. So you're going to be seeing Miss Gwen again because she's going to be joining us on that particular topic because we have all homeschooled before. So it'll be a very interesting topic. But anyway, thank you ladies so much. I appreciate it. And
thank you
for viewing our podcast and come back and see us. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.